I've noticed is that when using the water, it's easier to identify where the issues are coming from.
Yes, that's
what
another
the stress factor really is.
Yeah, that's another thing that we've noticed, that it seems to pinpoint exactly what's going on. We do a special test on people where we take a voice sample from them, and usually if we do it before they take the Transformant, the voice is kind of scattered around and you can't really get a good picture of what's going on with the person. But if we give them the Transformant first and then have them make a statement, the voice orders itself up so you can see all the peaks and the valleys of all the frequencies that are there.
It's amazing that it has this kind of far-reaching impact, yet there's really no downside to this. It's something that I personally believe at this point, because I've had enough experience with it over many years and watched the evolution of this to this point, and just found that it's something that should be in addition to any protocol, if it's for enhancement, for longevity, or if it's part of a protocol that's treating actually a disease process, that it has this amazing effect that, although quite subtle, makes or allows you to feel like you have more control over what's taking place. You know, there was a study done years ago at UCLA where they had two control groups of animals that were maintained in cages that both gave the mice electrical shocks. One had a bar that they could go and push on. That was a switch to turn it off. The others didn't have that option. The group that was analyzed as being the most stressed and where it actually affected their longevity and they died sooner, even though they were being subjected to the same types of abuse, the group that had control over their destiny lived longer and flourished, even in a stressful environment. And I think that that's something that's extremely important at this particular junction with what's taking place globally, that we really need these tools in addition to the nutritional tools. We're certainly utilizing nutrients at a much faster rate because of the tremendous energy that's necessary to deal with this kind of stress. Yet at the same time, it seems that when using Transformant, it's much easier to channel the energy in the direction necessary. It's easier to find that direction. You know, over the course of the last few years, we've seen an awareness, and especially with the media and with films like The Secret, where people understand that we have a certain ability on a subconscious level in order to control our destiny, and that we need to find our path. And sometimes we're so far off path that it's very difficult using our own faculties to bring us back to a balanced place within this grand mechanism. So that's where I've seen a tremendous benefit with many people, is in using this as an additional aspect to help to guide the entire protocol on every level, three-dimensionally.
Enhance all levels of the experience.
Well, and that's it, because like I said, you change somebody physiologically, there are emotional associations that have to change as well. And sometimes it will also challenge one's spirituality in going through this kind of a change. And so I believe that you may have found the universal common denominator necessary at this point in order to provide a mechanism that will help to not only buffer, but act as a directional indicator in order to help to guide us and keep us on path. It's like the GPS of life.